Hi there and welcome to today's video. First up, I'm really sorry as to how long it's taken me to get another video up, but I've been really busy with all sorts going on really, commissions, workshops, etc. But I hope to be back with another video very soon. Today's video will be focusing on what tools I use in the Clay Display Studio. I'm often asked, particularly on Instagram actually, about how I work, what tools I use. So I hope to give you just a wee bit of an insight today. So yeah, let's crack on and I'll show you what I use. So here's a quick summary of the pieces we'll be discussing today. And first up, we're going to look at the ball tools, which I rely on quite a lot for my model making really. They're really good for creating kind of eye sockets and any kind of indentations that you need to make in your model making. They're actually made by Sculpey, and I believe this pack comes in threes. You've got your large, your medium and your small ball tools, and I use pretty much all of them equally, I'd say. And one of my favourite tools, and the one that I use probably most often, is the needle tool. It's really versatile, as you can see here. You can create I guess different textures and bits and bobs that you need to do. The needle tool's also really useful for creating paws for any animal creations that you're making, just a case of just popping them in at the end there. The Sculpey tools actually are really versatile because they come with secret tools at the bottom. You'll see here there's some various bits and bobs. This one's really useful for smoothing down surfaces, as you'll see. It's made with a rubberized material, so it's not as hard as the rest of the tool. Here's another circular piece. This wee one, which I never use to be honest, you can make little circles from. And it's really worthwhile having a look around for some cheaper tools actually, because I use this one quite a lot really in creating smiles. And the good old acrylic roller, which I use pretty much every day in the studio. I came across blade tools fairly recently actually, and they come in a pack of 3, and I believe they're made by Stapler Fimo, and they're really great. I'm so pleased that I came across them because I was using a pizza cutter tool up until I kind of stumbled across them, and I really like how versatile they are. With the Glaze tool you can create waves, and there's a little specific tool here that comes out as a really small wave on your polymer clay, so it'd be really useful for, I don't know, some postage stamps maybe, or something like that. And the good old scalpel. I'd say no polymer clay studio would be complete without a scalpel within it somewhere, and I use mine pretty much every day. Again, it's an essential tool, I'd say. Now we'll move on to some really tiny, like cookie cutter tools I came across, I believe on eBay, and they were really cheap, and I'm so pleased that I got them because I use them quite a lot. They're really useful for creating little tiny pieces or little tiny elements for your model making. They're not the neatest, I'd say, at cutting out shapes, so you will need to just finish them off or smooth them off with your hands, but it's really no trouble. It's worth it, I'd say, just to get the clarity of shape that you need. So here's just a little heart shape, and there's a tear shape as well. And the most essential tool, I'd say, within your studio is a pack of wet wipes. I use them all the time. I find that the more fastidious you are with your cleaning, the more effective your results will be. And here are my pack of cookie cutters that I use for creating bases. I don't really need to go into too much detail here, as I'm sure you realise how to use them. And lastly, I'll just mention some Sculpey products that I really enjoy working with. First up is this clay softener here, which is great for both softening clay, and it also acts as an adhesive, which is really useful when you're bringing two pieces of polymer clay together when in your model making. And lastly, here's my jar of Sculpey Glaze, which I use pretty much on all of my models, and it's really useful just to add a little bit of definition, I'd say. So there you go, a small insight into the tools that I use to create my models. Thanks so much for watching today, I really appreciate it. You're welcome to subscribe to my channel, like and share my videos, and I hope to be back really soon. Bye bye!